President Trump is going heavy metal tonight. He says he will impose tough new tariffs on imported steel and aluminum. It's a move, he says, designed to protect vital American industries. But critics say it will backfire, hurt U.S. consumers, and possibly ignite a trade war. Chief White House correspondent John Roberts starts us off again tonight with another presidential move very few people saw coming, at least not today, John.
Brad, it was really the timing of all of this and the announcement that took everyone by surprise. The White House hasn't even figured out how this is going to work, but the president was eager to get the word out.
Thank you very much, everyone.
It wasn't even on his public schedule today, and the White House insisted an announcement wasn't coming until next week. But today, President Trump unveiled punitive sanctions on foreign aluminum and steel.
It'll be 25% for steel. It'll be 10% for aluminum. And it'll be for a long period of time.
While the ad-libbed announcement blindsided White House staff, the press secretary later insisted it shouldn't be a surprise to anyone. After all, the president talked at length during the campaign about the impact of foreign metals being dumped into the United States. But the stock market tanked on the news, at one point down more than 500 points. Former U.S. Trade Representative Senator Rob Portman is concerned the president announced tariffs before any of the finer details were finalized.
It depends, what countries might be exempted, which products might be exempted, so we don't know the details yet. I understand that was going to come out next week, and the president kind of preempted it with his comments today.
Portman agrees with the president that tariffs are needed to protect certain steel companies and products essential to national security. But Republican Senator Pat Toomey of Pennsylvania said we should simply use existing laws to combat dumping. In a statement saying, changing course from this approach by invoking national security as a means of imposing new huge tariffs on all kinds of imported steel is a big mistake that will increase costs on American consumers, cost our country jobs, and invite retaliation from other countries. The action is predominantly aimed at China, which has been dumping cheap steel products into the U.S. for decades.
You like the tariffs that we're talking about. You like the tariffs where there won't be dumping on our country. What they do is they dump massive amounts of product in our country. And it just kills, it destroys our companies and our jobs.
But the move may also affect America's closest allies. Canada declared any tariff against its steel would be unacceptable. Britain said, we are particularly concerned by any measures that would impact the UK steel and aluminum industries. One group that definitely likes the plan, the steel and aluminum company chiefs who met with the president today.
We're convinced that we will see very quick action, definitive action, and action that is meaningful and long-lasting.
And a day after the White House communications director, Hope Hicks, announced that she would soon be leaving, the White House was shooting down reports that the National Security Advisor, H.R. McMaster, was on his way out the door. In a statement, the White House saying there are no personnel announcements at this time. Brett?
We'll follow it. John, thank you.